In this video, I'm gonna tell you the harsh reality of being a new YouTuber. If you are planning to start a YouTube channel, or if you've already started recently, or if you want to start sometime in the future, this video is just for you. If you're new to the channel, my name is Vincent, and I started my YouTube channel 2 months ago, and I've enjoyed a lot of things and experiences until now, and I would like to share them. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright guys, so number one is basically working hard and having no results. It's one of the biggest things because you tend to work hard when you just start a YouTube channel and you basically want to put in effort, and you basically put in a lot of effort, and you afterwards, after you press the publish button and after a couple of days, or even right after you publish, you see no results, like 16 views or like 20 views, and sometimes just 3 views and like 1 like from your mom or for your mother. So it's quite harsh. Like, it doesn't matter what content you publish, since you're new, everyone's like, this guy is just a new guy. So it's really hard when you work hard, spend like 8 hours or something on like one video editing and filming, so there won't be results in the first place. Don't expect results there to be results. Yeah, so that's one thing. And number two is basically, as I've said, you see no results because and you put a lot of hard work in as number one, as I mentioned. Number two is basically you are a one-man army, like literally filming, editing, finding thumbnails, brainstorming video ideas, writing the description, or even time stamping, all that kind of things takes a lot of time, and it's just a one-man army when you start it as a new YouTuber, and it's so hard. Trust me, like it's just next to impossible. It is possible, but when you have your life going on, like social life, your studies. I'm a student, so I study. It's full-time student, and it's basically balancing and putting in effort for a new YouTube channel that has like no views and 3 subscribers. Your mom, your dad, and basically my brother. So my mom and my dad and my brother, 3 main subscribers, and all the people that I'm close to, my close friends or my family. That's it. Like 20-30 of them. And it's so hard because you are a one-man army. And number 3 is basically lack of equipment. It's so hard because the only thing that you have is your phone. Like microphone, for example, you will need to buy stuff, and as a broke student or as someone who's starting out, you just don't want to invest in those kind of things. So it's easy that it's okay to like sometimes step up your video quality, but you need to invest something into your like YouTube channel. Like for example, microphone, which most YouTubers say audio is most of the audio makes up for the most of the video, and it's the quality of the video. The audio is the most important thing because it steps up the quality of the video. So basically things like microphone, and camera, a good decent camera. I was like fortunate enough to get this camera, which is Sony ZV-E10 with all the savings, but yeah, so it's really essential as well in terms of getting accessories and basically equipment and gears as well. So that's 1. That's 3. Number 4 is basically social proof. So when you basically search in YouTube home screen, and then you see like loads of videos, and there's like 2 main videos that fall into the content that you want to watch, and you basically have to decide between those 2, and among those 2 you just decide through, obviously after thumbnails and descriptions, you decide through views, because this one has more views, and you just click on that. That's called social proof. Basically, people are more entitled to watch something that most people watch, regardless of whether the content of the video is better, or the details inside, because all you can tell is basically people watch this more, so we'll follow that. It's just following the crowd most of the time for most people, so that's what people normally do. And since you're a new YouTuber, you will only have like 2 views or 3 views, I don't know, 20, or maybe it caps in like 100 or something, which is a good one when you start, but as you get later on, it's not really decent. But you know what I'm saying, like if you're 100 to like 200k views, like people would just go to 200k and just like scale on forwards, so that kind of thing. Going back to this place, number 5 is camera confidence. is like speaking into this tiny little black hole over here, which is still hard for me until nowadays. But I'm using a viewfinder, so I'm looking at the viewfinder, and looking at the viewfinder and looking at the camera is the hardest. Like looking at the camera is even harder for me because I haven't get used to it, you know. When I started YouTube, for example, like when I started 2 months ago, it was so hard. Like talking to the camera, you would feel so awkward. Like, what do I say? Welcome back, and then you just like look up the script or anything like that, which is crazy. It's like it. I know, like any other muscles, you have to like practice and shit, but it's talking to the camera is the hardest bit. Like it's a non-living thing right there, like a black little part where you're just talking to nobody with no reaction at all. So it's one of the best things, and the harshest, and the hardest part of being a YouTuber, like talking to the camera. So those are the like 5 main facts that I would like to put it out there. If you were to start a YouTube channel, if you are interested in starting a YouTube channel, or if you just want to know like why is it so hard for new YouTubers, and why is it so hard for them to be consistent. So that's there to put it out. And I just would like to mention as well, being in one-man army is the hardest bit. You have to do editing, everything all the way at a time, and time management is also really essential. Just an honorable mention, which is you have to balance your time, as I've mentioned before. It's balancing between what you do best and what you have just started, your new hobby. It's kind of a mix, because most like big channels, they have like editors, video brainstorming guys, or even the people who write descriptions, and obviously thumbnail like writers, editors. They have like professional guys who basically brainstorm for them, do everything for them. But as a new YouTuber, you don't have that. Like you have to come up with something, and you are just your one-man army. Like just doing everything, like everything by yourself. So just keep in mind, and yeah, I guess that's it. So if you guys enjoyed this video, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video, I guess.